Welcome to the Bourbon Experience. My name's Austin. Today I'm blinding 4 different Bookers. Today's Sunday guest episode, I'm at my buddy Brian's house. We met at in our local bourbon community, like I did with Kev on one of my previous episodes, Billy on my previous episode, and Kirk on my previous episode. I was on my way here and I told him to pour us up 4 different Booker's batches, and let's do it blind real quick. And the main reason why is I don't have any Bookers at my house. I'm not a big Jim Beam fan, kind of in general, but
you know I am. So.
But Brian's a big Bookers fan. I'll probably do a B-roll of his Bookers collection. I'm looking at it right now. It's off to the side. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I think I'm missing maybe 10 batches.
Oh, all?
Of all.
Damn.
So.
Yeah, like I said, I'm not a big Jim Beam fan. I do plan on doing a review of my 3 favorite Knob Creek products, which I'll do that at some point. But yeah, I don't own a single Bookers at my house. Maybe not the last Bookers that I bought, but I bought a Bookers back when I was in college. It was like 2010, 2011. It was the pre-batch stuff.
Yep.
And I really enjoyed that. It was like, I think it was like a gift pack of Basil Hayden's, Knob Creek, and Bookers. Like an old Costco or Sam's
Baker's
Club.
As well was in that pack.
No, it wasn't Baker's.
No, it wasn't the 4-pack.
It was just 3. I remember that specifically.
They have done the 4-packs. But anyway, so I went ahead and poured 4 different Bookers. He has no idea what they are. I really don't even know what they are. I had to take a picture with the bottle behind it before we tasted them, but I don't even know what order they're in either. So we'll just start on the right side and go to the left. So first one.
That nose is pretty good. I'm getting like brown sugar, a little bit of the nut, but not like crazy Booker's peanut.
Yeah, this definitely doesn't have like that like salted peanut just punch you in the face.
Actually, yeah, that nose is actually pretty good. I do enjoy that. I know the last Booker's batch that I enjoyed was Ronnie's batch.
Okay.
I don't know what year that was. I don't know what batch that was. I just know that was the last one that I had that I can actually say I enjoyed. All right. That's pretty good. The nuttiness is there, but it's more like a caramel, brown sugar, oak thing than it is overwhelmingly peanut. On the finish, that like peanut shell thing is there. Yeah, but it's not like crazy.
But it doesn't overpower it. Yeah, I get more caramel and more sugar on this one. I mean, I have so many different batches that I haven't had in a long time, so I couldn't tell you what this is right now at all. I couldn't even guess at it. I could just tell you it's not a super old one, only because it doesn't have that like overwhelming peanut.
See, I thought that came with more of the newer batches, but I don't know. I'm certainly not like a Booker's.
There was always a peanut funk on some of the older ones.
On the older ones?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, that one's pretty good. I could see myself putting that one pretty high up.
Okay. So that's all right. Number 2.
Oh, you know what? Okay, the nose on this one is better right off the rip. It has a cleaner smell to it, not like cleaning chemicals. It just smells cleaner, which means it's like a lack of the peanut. You know, it's even less peanutty, which is
no. To me, this is more confectionery sugar on the nose.
Yeah, big time.
So a little sweeter.
Oh yeah, and there's like a
sweet peanut on the.
But there's like a dark fruit in there too.
Yeah. Like
maybe a blackberry or maybe a cherry, but there's a dark fruit component in there, which is really nice.
Yeah. That finishes hot though.
I like that one. I can say
that one finishes with a little burn. So
I can say I actually enjoy that one.
And it lasts a long time.
Yeah, that's my clear favorite so far of the two. Which, I mean, that's a good sign. So far, that's 2 out of 2 I can actually say I liked when... I mean, I've tried some other Bookers here, and I just can't get on board with it, but I do enjoy both of those.
All right, number 3. Let's do this.
Ooh, that smells like number 2 a little bit.
It's a little more prominent, though, than number 2.
Yeah, but less peanutty. So far, they're getting better with each one. That's a good sign.
Yeah, this one to me smells like just brown sugar.
Mm-hmm. That's what it tastes like too. There's a little bit of caramel. There's some barrel spice on the finish, but that's just very brown sugar. Like that's if you were to open the bag of brown sugar, you know, like right from the grocery store.
Yeah, put it in water and just drink it.
Yeah. I'd say that's my number 1 so far. So far, my A glass is number 3, my B glass is number 2, and my C glass is number 1.
All right.
Interesting. But I don't know. I mean, you don't know the order either, so that could be
on my phone over there.
That could be that could be a good thing or a bad thing. Ooh. That's okay. So like the other ones were brown sugar forward, and like maybe there was some like red fruit in there too. This is more like Werther's caramel,
I agree with that.
and it's a little bit lighter on the nose.
Yeah,
It's still like the flavors, if you will, on the nose are dark, but it is a lighter. So like the ethanol is lighter, I would say, than the other ones.
part of me feels like I just dumped these 3 into one.
Yeah, I could say. Yeah, I can see that.
Like all 3 of the noses.
Mhm.
If you combine those first 3 noses, this is what it would be.
Yeah.
A lot of sugar, a lot of caramel, a lot of vanilla.
Yeah, definitely more vanilla on this one. Dude, that might be my favorite.
And to me, on the back end, I get some dark chocolate
Yeah, I see that.
with some Reese's Pieces peanut butter.
Yeah, that's definitely the peanut thing.
And unfortunately, I know what this one is now because this is all I've been drinking lately. So
Oh. So I'll say
I know
this.
exactly what that is now.
Little Book Chapter 4 for me was whatever the Peanut Planters honey roasted peanuts, like in the little blue bag. That was Little Book Chapter 4. Some of them have been peanut shell. Some of them have been peanut buttery. This, you're right. This is kind of in that Reese's peanut butter realm.
Okay, so what's your order for you?
Sample A is number 4. Sample 2 is number 3. Sample C is number 2, and sample 4 is number 1. I think it was literally
So
just
you went backwards. You went 4, 3, 2, 1.
I think so. But I'm gonna run through and I'm gonna go 4, 3, 2, 1, and just confirm as I have it. I'm gonna go 4, 3, 2, 1. Confirm that I enjoy each one as I go.
4 is still my favorite. 4 is my favorite of the 4.
I could see some change up between 3 and 1, but I think my 4th place spot I think is definitively 4th place. That's not bad. It's just lighter. It's lighter and it's more peanut forward than the other ones.
Yeah.
The 3rd spot, so the 2nd sample is really good. Yeah, and that one got better. The 2, like this dark fruit cherry thing on 2, I really like. So much so that I could even see myself.
So I think I'm this way. I'm number 4.
I don't even know what you're doing with all
number
this.
4, number 3, number 1, number 2. That's my order.
Number 4,
4, 3, 1, 2.
And
2's not bad at all. It's just, I mean, we're splitting hairs here. They're all really good.
Okay, so my
I don't know which way you ordered those. So.
2 and 1. So this was sample A, B, C, D.
Okay, so yeah, just take this.
No, I have it. I got my system. I got my system.
Okay.
This is the problem with having somebody else set it up is I have my own system.
Okay.
And I have my own way of doing it. No, I didn't say anything. I just said set it up. I didn't give any specifications.
Okay.
So my order goes last place is the number 1 sample.
Okay, so number 1. Okay, so number 1 sample, and that was my number 2, was Tag Along Batch 2102.
Okay, so that's my last place. What place is that?
That
for
was 3rd for me.
Okay, so your 3rd place, my last place, Tag Along Batch. What batch number is that? That is 2021-02. 6 years, 5 months, and 127.9 proof. My number 3 was sample 2.
Okay, and that was last for me. So sample 2.
Okay. What was that?
That should have been the Apprentice Batch. Yep, 2302.
Okay, so my 3rd place, Brian's 4th place. So we just switched our 3rd and 4th, so they're both relatively low on our listing here. Is 2023-02 Apprentice Batch. I don't even know where. Oh, Apprentice Batch. Okay, and that's 125.5 proof. Okay, so my 3, his 4. Yeah, so those 2 are both, I'd say, like clear last. My number 2, which was sample 1. But what is your number 2?
Okay, my number 2 was sample 2. So
did we switch on that?
Yeah. All right. So your number 2 was sample 1.
Yes.
Which was my favorite. So that was Ronnie's batch.
Oh, really? I asked you to put Ronnie's and you said it was already I
said I already picked.
Yeah.
Because I didn't want to tell you I put it in there.
Okay, perfect. So what my favorite one has been is my number 2, which is cool. Because I think my number 1, I don't even think I've tried yet. So
Ronnie's batch is 2301 at what is that, 126.6. So then this is back over 7 years, 1 month, 8 days.
Oh.
And your number 1, which was my number 2, which is what I thought I was drinking with my number 1, is Springfield Batch 2024-01.
So my number 1, your number 2, 2024-01 Springfield Batch. That's the one that just came out, right? I think I'm seeing reviews pop
Yes, number 2 is technically out in the Midwest somewhere, but 2024-01 is the latest one we have here in California.
Okay, 7 years, 7 months, 8 days. So that's an older release, and 124.5. So that's cool because I haven't tried the Springfield yet. I knew I liked Ronnie's, and Ronnie's was my favorite. I was a last minute switch between Ronnie's and Springfield.
Now I'm tasting them again, so.
Right, yeah.
But
and I remember saying like the red fruit. Well, I think the Springfield had red fruit too.
and Kirk's done some episodes with you, correct?
Mm-hmm.
One episode.
Mm-hmm.
So I went out with Kirk a couple of years ago, and we did Behind the Beam with Fred and Freddie, and we asked them about Bookers, and he actually told us that his dad, Booker No, was always about doing Bookers at 7+ years. And so there was a period of time when they were less than 7 years. And so he said he was going to get back to that. And 2 years ago, since we saw him, he's only done one batch that has been under 7 years. Everything else has been over.
Interesting. Okay, that's cool.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, I'm glad though. So like I didn't remember all the years, but it seems like they're kind of getting better, at least with my preference.
The 2024-01, this one's really good. I mean, so this is my favorite. This is what I was drinking. That's what I thought I was drinking, but obviously I was drinking Ronnie's. When I said I thought I knew what it was, but this new one, Springfield, I'm a Booker's fan, so anytime Booker's comes out, I buy at least one, crack it immediately, and then taste it. And if I like it, then I buy more. So there's a couple that I've only bought like a couple of, like Apprentice Batch, which obviously came in last for both of us, and then, or at least for me. And then
It was my third, your fourth.
Yeah. And then the Springfield batch I really like. And so I think I just ordered like 9 more. So I'm getting ready to pick more up tomorrow.
I'll take one of those off your hands.
So
that's wild. Yeah, so I mean, we weren't really far off. Our last 2 were the same last 2. Our first 2 were the same first 2, and I switched my first 2 at the last second. I do stand by though. Springfield is my favorite. If you're like me and you're not a Knob Creek or not a Jim Beam fan, check out Ronnie's batch and check out the brand new one, Springfield Batch, because they might be something that might be the non-Jim Beam fans Booker's batch to go for.
Yeah, especially if you can't get really older batches, because I know Beaten Biscuits and Country Ham have like a huge following, but they're really hard to find. So if you can't find any of those, I would recommend these 2 batches.
I think I tried Country Ham last time I was here at your house.
Yeah.
And I don't think I even liked it.
So
if you're the non-Jim Beam fan, go for Springfield, the new one, or if you can find Ronnie's. But this should be more readily available. It just dropped, so give it a try if you don't like Booker's. That's all I'll say. Anyways, I'll end it with that. As always, the bourbon experience is all about good pours and great times with whoever you're with. Whiskey meant to be enjoyed, so crack those bottles. Cheers.
All right. Thanks for having me.